Hello agents, welcome back to the headquarters. My name is Rakeski and today I'm going to talk about my thoughts on episode 20 of Crystalized, Christophern. In this video, I will talk about something I noticed in this episode, something I enjoy, as well as something I think it can be improved in this episode. Then in the end of this video, I will give a score out of 10 for this episode. A quick little disclaimer, this video will contain a lot of spoilers of the latest season as well as my opinions on the episode, so please make sure to keep that in mind. As always, if you enjoy watching this video, please give me a thumbs up under this video, it will mean a lot to me. If you are one of the new recruits, please hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell below for following more videos and news coming up on this channel. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Followed by the reveal of the secret Santa being Garmadon, this episode explained the whereabouts of Garmadon after the events of March of the Oni. One of the things that draw my interest in this episode is the description of Garmadon. Ever since March of the Oni, the whereabouts of Garmadon has always been an interesting topic to talk about. Does he still got his power? Is he still evil? Will he change back to his good side? Questions like that have been risen, especially after having him on the good side in Rebooted. I quite like how the writers describe Garmadon with the use of terrified citizens to contrast his status in Ninjago. It kinda reminds me of the Lone Ninja movie back into 2017, which I think in a fun way. Another thing I like about this redemption story of Garmadon is the fact that Garmadon didn't know what many meant exactly when he answered his question of what is more important than surviving. Like each and every one of us, we are all not born with what we have now. We are not born with friendship. We are not born with love. We are not born with courage and all that sort of things Svenny mentions in March of the Oni. We all know about this through learning from the others. And I think this is one of the things that make NINJAGO successful, even for today, the lessons we can learn from it. Anyway, Garmadon asked Svenny some advice on how to be good, and of course he tried. But is it going well? Not so good. I quite like how the writers try to prove that Garmadon still got the good in him when we are all as helpless as Lloyd. Even though it didn't end well, it at least shows the good in Garmadon, and I think that is more than enough. Anyway, during learning the way of being good, Vinny gave Garmadon a pot of plan for him to take care of, to practice being empathetic, and it reminds me of the plan I got from school when I was young. The task was to like what Garmadon did in this episode, to develop empathy. Although in the end my plans died due to a typhoon, I learned something, of course other than being empathetic, that is being responsible of taking care of the others. And again, this is another lesson that we can learn from NINJAGO, the show. Anyway, after hearing the story of Garmadon's redemption, Lloyd was still not convinced of the change in Garmadon. In the past, Garmadon was mostly the one with hatred and anger, while Lloyd was mostly the one with love and empathy. However, in this scene, I can see this peculiar change of emotion levels in both Lloyd and Garmadon. Somehow, Lloyd became the one with high level of anger and hatred, while Garmadon became the one with peace and empathy. I quite like this reference to what Harumi was saying about unlocking Lloyd's only power in earlier episodes, and also a setup to what and how Lloyd will be in the future episodes of the season. Anyway, Wu tried to convince Garmadon to help, however, due to the vows he has, Garmadon refused. Just when Wu and Lloyd were about to leave, the apartment got destroyed, and Christophern, the plan that Garmadon has been taken care of, got destroyed as well. This somehow became the turning point of Garmadon not only breaking the vows of being non-violent, but also evolving into his only form. I'm actually kinda amazed of how this plot twist was being written, and I think it is a very clever way to include Garmadon, one of the strongest antagonists of the show, in the alliance of the ninja. Unlike other episodes full of actions and face downs, this episode fills up a lot of plot holes happening in the past chapters that leads up to this final chapter of this era of NINJAGO. Although it has nearly no effects to the major plot of the season, it shows the change of one of the characters with the deepest depth of character development of the show, that is Garmadon. Out of 10, I will give this episode a 7. And that's pretty much all I have in mind. What do you think? Do you enjoy watching this episode? Comment down below. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or problems to make, you can contact me with email, Twitter, Instagram, or simply comment down below. And see you later, alligator.